Yeah. I'm here to talk about the agnostic, and I'm here to say that it's very chaotic to have gotten to that point of being agnostic, because agnostic question the existence of God. And when one has gotten to the point of questioning the existence of God, is like questioning the existence of self. Like, are you real? Am I real? Is this video real? The TV you're looking at, is it real? The phone you are listening to or have in your hand, is it real? I mean, how long it's gonna take before you realize that the things around you are real? How long it's gonna take before you get out of this delusional mindset which provokes you to question everything as being real or not? I mean, how real do things have to get for you to believe in them? How real does it have to be for you to believe that there is a God? One of the reasons why people don't believe in his God is because they have not seen him. And for them, because of that, he's not real. Another reason is the suffering in the world, the destruction, the confusions. They hold God responsible. How could you hold something that is not real responsible for something? Isn't that ridiculous? Like, you don't believe in God, you question the existence of God, yet you blame him for what is happening in the world. Like, the murdering and the killing were done by man, yet they ignorantly hold God responsible for these things. Like, we have the ability to choose. We can choose wrong or right. Unfortunately, people choose wrong most of the time. And the wrongs that are done, they are the result that triggers suffering, destruction, and all these things of that category. And are you going to blame God? If you blame God, then it means that you believe in God. The thing is, people are selfish. They want God to do, but they must not do. They want the deal go this way. Okay, God, if you manifest yourself to me, I'm going to believe in you. But that's it? That is all you want of God? Is for God to manifest himself to you? Then what are you going to do with that? They would say, oh, if God show himself to me, then I am going to believe and I'm going to change. Like, really? Like, do you think you could bargain with God and he knows you better than you know yourself? He knows you better than you know yourself. The fact that we exist is enough evidence to tell that there is a God. But people are most fascinated by lawlessness. And to remain in their lawlessness, they are going to create or fabricate a concept that's going to embrace their ignorance, which the questioning of the existence of God comes from. And once they have gotten something as something materialistic, which they would use to question the existence of God, then it's kind of like pending enough time for them to find something else to question God again. The whole idea is to make God look guilty. Like, people are evil. Racism is real. People can choose not to be racist. Like, people can choose to accept the fact that God decided to create different race, right? God decided for that possibility to be existed within genes, within the genetic of man, God allowed that possibility, which is the reason why, the different race evolves. Yes, that's possible. God is a God of diversity, which means he likes diverse things. You have different fishes, different type of animals, different colors. In this world, people don't like color. Some people hate black people. Some people hate white people. Some people hate Chinese people. People just hate people because of the differences. That's the only reason. Like some people, they don't know the person, but they would hate the person because the person is of a particular race. Like, why be that way? Why not be different? Why not be the way life should be? Life in itself tells us that we ought to be loving. We ought to be benevolent. Like kind, help each other, collective. When you get cut, your body heals. That in itself tells that life is about healing. Life is about good. Why don't you be good? No, but because mommy and daddy were racist, you decided to carry that poison, that filth throughout your bloodline. Future generation also are influenced by this filth because daddy and mommy decided not to eliminate it from their bloodline. So they continue being racist. They actually are being a vehicle for demons and not knowing that, unaware. People love to be evil. There are some people, they know that being a racist is wrong, but they prefer to be that way because they have been that way for many years, generation after generation. But why carry on something that is destructive, something that could destroy the lives of others, when they could choose to be good? Why not choose to be good? Racism is actually the progenitor or the originator of slavery. So people could choose good. We have that ability. But we chose bad. And the bad that are done upon this planet, they are the consequences and the result of the wicked hearts of man. The wicked heart of man is the reason why the world is the way it is, not God. We were given the ability to choose between right and wrong. Therefore, we cannot evade the fact that we have decided to be evil intentionally. Not like we were forced or programmed to be a certain way, like robots. We are not robots. We are far more superior than robots. Therefore, the world is the way it is because of wicked people. And wicked people are the reason why atheists, agnostic, and these things have come about. And so being agnostic means that one has resorted to a life that is like a balloon. When you take a balloon and you throw it in the air, a balloon does not have any sense of direction. It just goes wherever the wind blows it. And the balloon could be blown in a place that could destroy it. But when you are with God, then you would be directed. You would have direction. Like the precision in genetic is not randomly done. We were not randomly made. We were specifically designed intentionally. Therefore, being agnostic is living against your creation. You have been living against your existence. Agnostic is not the aspect and the outlook that one should resort to. Atheism is not the way of life that people should live by. These things are just the segment of wickedness. It is better to seek to know who is God rather than to blame God and question his existence and stay there. Don't want to move further. Have you realized that a lot of agnostic people prefer to be where they are? And where they are is a life that has no direction. They don't have any direction. They are just like balloons. They float around. And whatever happens. Are you going to follow a person like that? They would prefer to believe that Jesus does not exist and believe in other things. Like they're even questioning wickedness now. Like the atheists, they question wickedness. Like, is rape bad? What? They have even gotten to that point where they question these things. Is murder bad? Okay, there are some situations where a person could be in his house and somebody break in his house, and that person has no choice but to protect him or herself by doing whatever it takes to survive the outcome of that person coming into their house. And sometimes it results in death. And it would be very understandable if a man protect himself. I understand this. Okay? There are situations you could understand and explain. But rape and many other things are evil. These things shouldn't be questioned as to say, are they evil? They are evil. But atheists and many of these agnostic people, they have actually led themselves to a point where they become more depraved than before. And that in itself, its nature is evidentially evil. It's evil to be atheist. Because when a person is atheist, it means that they won't admire, or they won't respect the things that are to be respected as far as the laws of righteousness. Because God is about righteousness, right? God is about righteousness. But then they would say, but if God is about righteousness, why did he kill people? The people that God killed in the Bible, they were wicked people. They were people with bad intentions. Then they would say, well, what about the babies? Are the babies bad? Well, God knows. And what are you going to do? Are you going to settle for Satan? Like, is he going to do better? Because if you're not with God, you're with the devil. It's like if you're not on God's side, you're with the devil. Automatically. There is no in between. There is no in between. It's either you with God or you with the devil. There is no in between. It does not exist. It's either you're evil or you're not. Positive or negative. That's how life is. That's the principles of life. So if you're atheist or you're agnostic, you are actually leading yourself to a point where you would even question your existence. Like, are you real? Am I real? Is this video real? Is the TV you're watching is real? You better start feeding yourself. Start touching yourself. See if you're real. Are the things around you real? Now, when you are at that point, you need to realize that if you continue, you might end up in the madhouse. Oh, it's not funny. It's not funny, I say it's not funny, but at the same time, it's funny. So that's why, I won't recommend anybody to really be followers of the agnostic movements or the atheist movements, because we are real. We are living in a real world. It's not illusional. It's not delusional. It's a real world. It's materialistic. You can touch it. And it is materialized. You can feel it. Like the principles of matter, which is liquid, solid, and gas. These things are real. Molecules are real. DNA is real. Genetic code is real. All these things are real. And the precision within them is real. And the precision is evident that they were specifically designed. And that they could not have come from the forces of random. They must have come from an intelligent being with super intelligent, indescribable. All right, so Mr. Agnostic, automatic, chaotic. All right, man, what's up? Yeah, word out.